right, guys, gals, we appreciate y'all showing up for today's episode. This is episode 2 of the Reviving Ronin podcast. Kind of little backstory on the podcast itself. We just go over esports, our teammates, some of the shit that kind of got us into the scene, some thoughts on some current situations, etc. This is probably one of the biggest episodes for me. What I'm most excited for, bro. Because me and this motherfucker, bro, have just... God, man, we've had such wild experiences throughout, like, our esports timeline, man. Like, I can remember some of the crazy wins we'd pull out of our ass when I was, like, shaking my monitor screaming, "How?" And then there was, like... These fucking losses we take where me and you'd be outside in the fucking parking lot.
Yeah, we got some crazy history.
Yeah, I'm so stoked. So I guess before I dive into like the timeline of like our esports careers, give us a little bit about like who you are, what you're doing these days, and what you got planned for the future, brother.
Well, my name is Zach,
Same.
aka Riot, aka Z-Bomb. I just pretty much switched over my name from Riot because I wanted a new, fresh start, and it was a lot of history with Riot, like the esports type, the streaming type. But what I've been mostly doing now is just been streaming there, then and there, and just working in life, pretty much. Had some very bad news, but good news some now. So everything good on that now. So
As long as we hooping, baby, that's the big thing, man. It's just get back on the grind. You know, that nose to the grindstone, bro. That's all we think about over here.
right.
So a little bit of like backstory for the listeners. I think that you and we met through an advertisement, right? It was like
Yeah, it's through Facebook.
Through a Facebook, yeah, Southwest Virginia esports advertisement about like trying to pretty much develop esports in the area, and this pipeline dream of like this esports team that was going to go fucking win a chip, and we picked up some players along the way that were fucking interesting. I'm super stoked to talk about that. But before I dive into that, what really got you into esports? Like, what kind of was the gateway for you?
Oh, I really don't know, but I think when I started with y'all, it got me like into that mood.
Right.
Because throughout my Call of Duty career, I'd say I've been playing shit since Black Ops 1. That was my first online game that I played.
Right.
Then I went back and played like all the other Call of Duties, and I was just like straight shitting on people. And so I was like, I seen y'all's ad, and I was like, I could probably see to actually get into it because I like playing video games, and
Right.
I wanted to go professional.
So, I guess from that time frame, do you remember who was on the roster when you joined?
It was me, you, Kismet, and Raz. I think it was a 4-man. Was it a 4-man GB thing?
It probably was. Was that Modern Warfare Remastered? Was that correct?
Yeah, remastered.
So, just a little backstory for chat. I want to dive into because I've got a bunch of questions, but like that time frame for me was like I have these nicknames for each of my COD squads, and that 4 team is the Funky Bunch. that is just the most fucking like a lot of teams that I played for have been really businessy, really just nitty gritty. All we did was practice, played, and talked. That fucking team had so much personality. It was just fucking hard to like. I don't know. where to begin to describe it. Like, so you joined what I assume was probably Breed Nation at the time in Modern Warfare Remastered. And that was heading to World War II. Was that correct?
Yeah.
So you joined this younger team. We all kind of got the same goal, which is prepare for World War II, get ready to hoop out. What are some of your what are some memories you hold, like just some storytelling throughout that Modern Warfare Remastered season that sticks with you to this day?
I don't know. I was doing pretty well. I'd say I was doing a little well, but my communication was not there
Mhm.
because I used to be playing like solo, like non-stop through Call of Duties, and you've preached me multiple times to work on my call outs and all that,
Right.
and which it's got there. It's my gun skill's not there anymore, but
I mean, that happens when you kind of lay down the sticks for a while. You just get rusty, man, and your body does this thing where it has a lot of muscle memory. So once you picked it back up and kind of dive back into things, like me with Vanguard. I had stopped playing COD almost completely until Vanguard came out, and it took me a little bit to knock the rust off. But now it's been knocked off, things are definitely back in full swing, and I'm going through the motions. But I get that. So again, I remember vividly that throughout this Modern Warfare Remastered season, it was probably, for some reason, the Modern Warfare Remastered was probably one of the lowest points in my career, because it felt like there was this, I want to say 3-month period where we just fucking lost every fucking game we played, bro. We would go 0 and fucking 24 in a season, and I just could not figure out what in the fuck was wrong. And it's just on some storytelling. I remember there was a couple nights where like we'd make a game plan and we'd be fully dedicated to it. Like we'd go over it 100 times, and then as soon as we get in the game, one of our teammates would do the exact polar opposite of what our game plan was, and we would end those matches fucking screaming at each other, bro.
it was crazy.
Shout out to my boy fucking Rastafur, bro. That motherfucker used to get me to where I'd want to throw chairs, bro. God. So then we pretty much we hit the World War II season, and for some reason we didn't play together, did we?
Yeah, I was kicked, and then I came
What
back.
happened with that? Because I remember we had pretty much spent a lot of time preparing for this game, and then for some reason announced to me you were off the team, and it was like I knew that it had been ran across me, but I didn't realize it had been officiated yet. So what do you remember what happened, or why that went down like that?
It's probably because my call outs, and probably
because after that we played with Turnt for a little while, and then we actually picked up one of my favorite teammates of all time. And don't get me wrong, I love Turnt, but Turnt, he didn't play with us very long, and we ended up picking up Agony, which was fucking huge for us. But
Agony's a good player.
So there was the gray zone and what I like to call the dark ages, because with World War II, man, shit got worse before it got better. Trust me. Throughout the dark ages, we ended up dropping someone, and then where is the time frame in which you came back to the organization? What was that like, and give me some beat on it.
I think I came back. What was after World War II? Black Ops 4 or No, it was Black Ops 3. Wasn't it?
No, Black Ops 3 was before World War II, and then Black Ops 4 came out, and then Modern Warfare.
That's when I came back. Black Ops 4.
That is the golden years, bro. The Black Ops 4, it was the highlight, obviously, of my career.
Yeah.
I think when I look back at my game battle average, I was like a 2.30 KD on across the board, something crazy. So Black Ops 4 rolls around, and I I thought we looked good. I thought because who was on our team at the time? It was me, you.
Me, you, Raz, uh, someone else.
Cyclone caught the end of it because we had someone and they ended up flaking from tournaments. Who was it? Maybe it was Cyclone first, and then after that, it was someone else. Anyhow, yes, it was. It was Cyclone first, and after that was when a big fall through happened, and we lost like Raz and you. So we again backstory. Black Ops 4 comes out. We reassemble the Funky Bunch, at least mostly. I don't think Kizzy came back, but because she was starting Dreams at the time or something like that.
Yeah,
Anyhow,
one of them orcs that was actually doing pretty good.
Cole, she joined Cole at the time, and then she ended up going to No Mercy later, which was a fucking beautiful organization. Hate that they fell apart. Shout out my boy Legacy. So when we joined Black Ops 4, in my head it was all hype because we had practiced and we were looking really fucking good. Where was your mindset during that time? And talk to us about like how things kind of built up to this peak, and then I always thought shit just exploded, but
uh, I don't. I'd say it was in the game, but I don't know if that was the year that like a lot of stuff happened to me or not. I'm not for sure. I just know that no, that's probably Modern Warfare that happened. Uh, I don't. I don't know. It was just like working and all that, and I should have went to Anaheim with you because we probably would have made it farther.
yeah, I always thought that we looking back, I always thought that the team that we had just during Black Ops 4 was probably one of the best teams we'd ever had because it felt like it felt like the electricity was there. We had this really talented AR player. The animosity was there. Me, I always played with the fucking chip on my shoulder, and on that game, if someone told me that I didn't look handsome that day, I mean, I was dog shit talking on the whole fucking game, bro. Like, that season, I took that shit personal. So we had a great ICR player. I felt like I was a fucking excellent SOG player. I mean, we had two of the best OBJs on our team that I thought was on the fucking planet. I thought I couldn't pick a better fucking OBJ out of CDL. I just thought our team was the best defensive team in the fucking. I just thought we were the best defensive team in the entire fucking competitor series, bro. I just didn't see a team out there that had a chance against us, and we showed that for a while. I mean, we went on that really white hot win streak where we just killed it, and then, like you said, man, I don't know what happened. To this day, I look back and I watch film and I think about like the journey that far and how much work we put in, and then, man, I think Raz had a really good part in that situation. I think that, you know, we were getting ready and we had actually booked our flights for a big LAN, and a week rolled by and I was like, Raz, like I need everyone to send me screenshots showing me they have their fucking plane ticket. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy it. Just give me a sec. And then another week rolled around. And I was like, Raz, we gotta go, baby. And I think at that point, half the team started losing full because we weren't sure that everyone was really as committed as we thought they were. So we ended up losing Raz, and some shit happened, and we ended up losing you, and we pretty much had to get two makeshift players for this LAN. And I mean, granted, we still played a hell of a fucking LAN. We finished great. It was just it was an opportunity where I thought we fucking had a dream team, bro, and I watched it shatter right in front of me weeks before a tournament, and God, that shit haunts me in my nightmares to this day.
I will say this: the that team that I guess we had, like, was it the black team or gray team that where it was Cyclone and some other people on there?
They were the black team. We were the white team at the time.
Yeah, that was actually a good team that probably would have made it farther.
I thought so too, man. But they had, god damn, they had this fucking ego issue, bro. They had this ego issue that would make fucking Matthew Hagnade shot fucking punch somebody in the face, bro. That shit was absurd. Damn.
Yeah, this is looking back on that chat. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
damn. And then the infamous Modern Warfare season rolled around, and one of my favorite stories of all time to tell, you know exactly where this is going, is the first fucking tournament of the year, bro. So let me set the stage, bro. We roll off of Black Ops 4 off of finishing something crazy at a LAN. Top, I think we were 37 or 36 maybe, 37. And Modern Warfare rolls around. This big scare is getting ready to go down about some fucking, about COVID-19. We're not sure how it's going to work and shit. So the New York Subliners is like, fuck it, we're going to host a $10,000 online tournament. We assemble me, you, Agony, and Raz. Was it 4 or was it 5 of us? In Cyclone, it was 5 of us. So we assemble this 5, and game 1, we come out, it's 2-0, bro. We are fucking whooping their ass. And some shit happened, they turn on the fucking Jets, alright? They win 1, and I'm like, god damn, we should have fucking, that should have been it. We should have been on to the next round. Alright? The next one comes about, and it's hardpoint, and man, it just feels like every fucking hill. We get over there trying, we got 5 seconds left. I'm like, guys, we should have rotated half an hour ago. We get over there, we just get fucking beamed, bro. I don't know if we want a rotation on that. Do you?
I don't think so.
I don't think we want a rotation.
I think Riot was holding spawns, but he kept getting beamed off.
I think you're right. We didn't win a fucking rotation that entire hardpoint. So now it comes down to it. It's fucking round 5. And for those of you who don't know, round 5 is make or break. It's search and destroy every time. So here we are. We're back on search, and I'm like, guys, we gotta win 1 offense because we're guaranteed to win every defense. And I'll be damned, we won every defense. We did. It rolled down to it pulled down to round 11. And I was like, if we're on defense, we're set. I look at the scoreboard and I go, fuck. We get the bomb. And from there, man, it was just history, bro. We lost this search round 11. And to this day, I'll never forget. My man Agony said something to you. And you were like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you. I'm out. I'm done, bro. And we literally lost our man the fucking first tournament of the year, bro. That shit lives in my brain rent free, dog. God.
Yeah, I was fucking done with that shit.
Hey, man, I get it. I've been in the same boat. I get it. I guess after that point, was that the last time? I don't know if we actually played Cold War together, did we?
Yeah.
Was it super light though, right? Because we were trying to make it work, and it felt like we were just stuck in that losing spurt, right?
Yeah, that's when we had Sinister and Iron Fist.
I completely forgot about that. So, again, I have nicknames for every fucking team. I like to call that the next gen, because I think Iron Fist will be part of the I guess the continuance of
That's when Ronin Esports came out.
That's when Rising Ronin became a thing. And shout out Rising Ronin. What a fucking great organization. What a great bunch of people. And even down to the streamers, bro. Like, just a good environment. Yeah, I forgot. Damn, we were fucking good, too. We were actually really good. The 4 of us, me, you, Iron Fist, and Sinister, we were really fucking good.
But I will say this, that kind of Sinister ruined the moments when he was getting mad over things,
I think a lot of shit started to pull down. I think we had this thing, man, where like Sinister was beating himself up for shit that was out of his control. Iron Fist would be Danny Phantom one week, and then next week back like nothing happened. I was losing my fucking mental health. I was going through a damn crisis. Zach was busy up to his fucking eyeballs, and man, it was like we'd have so much problems. We'd get on the sticks and we'd play great. I mean, we'd be playing these phenomenal, like number one ranked teams on the GB ladder, perfect teams, and we'd be neck and neck with them. We'd be giving them a run for fucking every dollar they had, bro. And man, it just felt like that's one of those things where it just slipped right. It's like the Black Ops 4 season with you, bro. It just slipped right through our fucking fingers, man.
Yeah.
So, I guess getting back to wrapping up our COD careers, what would you say is like the highlight of your COD career?
Meeting the people, having the friends that I played with, you fucking known for like 5 years, 6 years almost.
Do you have any like any particular memories, like any games or just matches or just any memories throughout your COD season that stand out to you, like any plays or just anything like that?
I will say this: Black Ops 4. It was what's that one map that we want like dropped like 48 kills each?
Seaside? It was 50. It was Seaside, I think. Seaside, we were fucking lightning, bro. They couldn't hold it. There wasn't a team out there that could play us on Seaside or Hacienda. Those were our fucking maps, bro. We were dangerous.
Yeah, that was the best moment. We fucking like straight up destroyed them.
Yeah, we played a great team. I think, what was it? Me and you both dropped 48. Was that right? Man, it was like all three of us had 50 kills each because we had 150 kills. Yeah, it was Seaside Hardpoint against the 13th. I think the 13th, or I'm pretty sure it's 13th ranked team on GBs, and we fucking torched those poor bastards, bro. God, that was a fucking good matchup. I think we went on to win that series actually, because I believe that was map 1. Yeah, and then we won the search, and after that, I mean, it is a best of 3, so I think we just wrapped it up there. What would you say is like your what would you say is your like favorite esport? I guess game. Like, what was your favorite competitive game to play throughout your lifetime?
I'd probably say Black Ops 4.
That makes sense. I say that we're white hot, but I wish that I wish I had some of the film to this day to show them exactly how dominant we actually were. I mean, we were fucking lethal, bro. It was just insane.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So, pretty much wrapping things up with the COD career, what do you feel like if you could have went back in time and done anything different? Is there anything that you would have changed or anything that you wish that you would have knew then that you knew now?
I think I'd probably put more time in it, and I actually went to them tournaments with you.
Right. I think I just, even the local lands, man. Like, I always preach that like there were some local lands that kind of floated around in our area, because people who don't know, we don't live very far from each other. We're both in the state of Virginia, pretty much central to western side. I think if more local lands for us opened up and we had an opportunity, and I mean that could even be when this whole COVID shit is over. If a land opens up, and I you get the okay, I get the okay, and we both attend it, I think we could absolutely torch anybody there. I think even to this day, if we don't play GBs together and we don't practice for 6 months, we could still go in there and rock the crowd. We're just, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think we'd be different players.
Yeah, I agree.
So now with the current things, Vanguard's out. Do you feel like your time on the sticks is retired, or are you like definitely a streamer? How do you feel like things are kind of being paved out for you now?
I don't know. See, where I'm at right now, with getting my license and all that, I try to. I don't really want to retire from COD competitive,
Right.
but I need to hurry up and try to get all this shit done so I can actually get back into it.
Right. Um, do you know if the competitive scene is something that you plan on trying to reach back out to in the future, or are you at that
Yeah.
stage? Oh, damn! We got the tea here today, baby. Um, so looping back to like the COD thing, and this is a question you don't have to answer, but it's a question that I ask people who even aren't on my team, because it comes with a lot of fun stories and just a lot of like let you know how competitive some of these people are that we talk to. Who would you say has been your favorite teammate, and who would you say has been your least favorite teammate throughout your COD career?
Well, you're the favorite one because we've played fucking multiple fucking years with each other,
Right.
and I think I'd say Raz because he kind of fucked me over that Modern Warfare taking me out.
Yeah. I gotta give a story real quick. Like I said, I have seen some things in my lifetime it's particularly throughout my COD career that looking back on it now, I was like, man, what the fuck was going on back then, bro? What were we smoking? So to give context to that, we had what I thought was a small debate. I thought wasn't even worth having a conversation over because what game was that in again? Modern Warfare? Right. So I came off a hot season previously, and you know that. My only focus on Modern Warfare was just to get closer to a championship than what I had the previous season. So I wasn't worried about the small shit. I was just trying to win. And again, you know, with the Raz that we played with then, there was always he kind of sets like a Patrick Akes kind of vibe. You know, there's always some shit going on when you've got someone like Raz, and it could be partially due to his, you know, he's got an over the top personality. I mean, he's fucking, you know, he's got a very good sense of like his play style, so much so that like he's keened in on it. You know, it's hard to take a player who's keened in on their particular play style and then expect them to play in like a team setting. So going back to this, the team had a conversation that I was a part of. Like, hey, do you remember what it was over?
Oh, I don't know. It's just oh wait. I think that was the time that you wanted me to practice, but I was going somewhere. So
I
I think
remember now. You hit me.
y'all made a vote.
So, I mean, I get why they were upset too, because I think it was one of those things where it was like last minute dropped on us, right? Like, yeah, you
But
suddenly we're going to an event. It was a hockey game, I think, and
yeah.
we were like, all right, you know, we got practice. What time you gonna be on? You like, I got this hockey game, bro. Bro, and I remember Raz. As soon as I saw the text, literally my phone lit up, and it said, "Ding ding ding ding, Raz. What's up? Can you believe this shit, bro?" My man was pissed. I was like, yo, I'm like, you know me, like I take off days too. It's good to help your brain fucking redo its thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, I remember literally the second, within 5 minutes, we already having a conversation. He's like, hey, I think we should have a group vote. This is bullshit. Blah blah blah. I was like, all right. Raz voted. Who was our fourth?
Who I think Cyclone and Iron Fist was in there, but Iron Fist was new, so
Right. Because at the time, like it went. I told them I will vote last in case it's a tiebreaker. It was yes, 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 and it got to me, and I was like, "Well, it obviously don't fucking matter what I think, because it's been voted." So that happens. They decide to kick Riot. Literally the next day, Raz was like, "I think I'm gonna leave the team." I was like, "Okay, yeah, when you leaving?" And then he just never responded. He that was his way of telling me he was out. I took that shit pretty personally at the time because I was a young guy. You know, I didn't understand like people who don't want to be there, you can't force them to be there, and people who don't want to put in the work, you can't force them to put in the work. So unless someone's work ethic matches yours, there's no point in you trying to push that on them. You know, that was it. Pretty much, our Modern Warfare season was a complete fucking disaster. It was just a complete pattern after that. Damn.
Yeah.
So that's a really good fucking answer, bro. Did you ever feel like you had some like almost in team beef? Because a lot of times we were like, our team particularly was so competitive that like we started to compete with each other, and it became a weird like rivalry within our own crew, if that makes sense.
I think the most beef that I had with was Raz. Like, I don't know. He acts different around me and you.
Right.
Like he thinks he's trying to be better than me and all that, and get it on your side, which happens that y'all fucking voted and then kicked me, and it was kind of bullshit because Raz took them days off too.
Right.
But yeah, I'd say yeah, it was a fucked up thing, but it kind of dropped on me too, and where I haven't been seeing my family, so
Right.
I wanted to spend time with them.
I respect that.
Oh, your mic's muted.
Still muted. You still can't hear me? Fuck. One sec. I got you. Come on. There we go.
All right, there we go.
Cool. I'll just clip that out when I go to edit it. Anyhow, so yeah, man. I felt like, you know, we had a really interesting, entertaining time period throughout our competitive careers. That, you know, obviously things are going to come to a close soon. You know, we both don't have many years left. I don't know, how old is Scumpy now?
I think they're up in like near upper 20s, like maybe close to 30.
Think Krimbot is 30. I think. I know Clay's a little bit older than everybody else, but you know, maybe 5-6 years left in the tank, which isn't a lot when you think about it in a competitive scene. But you know, I'm just hoping that these next few years, because again, even if I don't like win COD champs back to back, like I like competing. So like even in these grassroots lands, which I honestly have thought throughout my lifetime that grassroots lands are funner. Like I've had more enjoyment playing in like was it NJ Rod, that tournament like close to Jersey and Philly. I've had a fucking blast playing in those. Just the people you meet and the fucking trash talk, and winning those feels great, bro, because it's like a slap in the face to everybody who came out. Where COD, you know, when you lose, like, that's it. You know, you don't see another face, you're out. Yeah, man, it's exciting, bro. I'm excited to see what comes next. Particularly, I'm excited to see what comes next for you, because I know you put a lot of hard work into things, and shit hasn't really panned out. I hope to see you back on the stick soon. I know right now we finally recruited because you know we've got a coach, we've got a substitute, we've got a starting two, and we finally recruited a third that I'm super excited about. The intro video for the Rising Ronin esports team will come out soon, but I would love to see, you know, us play. I've got an idea for this thing called like a old timers, and this old timers tournament is like a 2v2 against some of our like old homies, like, you know, we'll say like me and you versus Iron Fist and Sinister versus Turnt and fucking Kizzy, and like, you know, just I've got this long list of people that I want to recruit for this duos tournament that I just think will be a fucking blast. So I'm really excited to kind of put that out there, and it'll be a charity thing too. The team that wins, we're gonna have a big lump sum of money. The team that wins, we'll get to decide where the money goes to. So I'm excited, bro. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, brother. Outside of that, man, anything that you can share about what's going on in the future?
Uh, well, I will say this. As soon as I get my license and all that, I will probably start my career back into competitive Call of Duty. Uh, which I will still be streaming and all that too.
Right.
So, hopefully, probably near taxes, I'm gonna give me a new PC
Fuck yeah.
because it's just Chris is around and I gotta spend money on
Right.
nieces and father and my mother and sisters.
I get it, bro. No, I get that
Yeah.
completely. Brother, it's been a fucking absolute pleasure having you on episode 2. I've got another episode where I'm gonna get the entire Fuck You bunch together for just one big podcast. So we'll definitely be seeing you back again soon. But yeah, for all y'all watching, we appreciate y'all coming out tonight, baby. This has definitely been one of my favorite teammates throughout my COD career. And again, we got one more episode coming up, a huge one where he'll be back, and maybe be back in the future for some other videos. But yeah, my man, I appreciate all the fucking good memories. I appreciate all the support you've given me, the organization, and everyone else inside of it. And I mean, again, I'm dropping your stream down below. We supporting this young man until we fucking die, and I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
So whoop.